It's dawn, so nobody around. So we're going to Catalina. We had this experience before. I see a tanker there, and I looked in here and it says it's not moving. But you never know. You never know about this. This is why you don't sail to Catalina. You actually just motor, because early in the morning like this is dawn. There's no wind. It's like 1.6 knots of wind, and there's no wind at all on the water. But boy, the swells are huge, so it's not comfortable. Anyway, we're headed towards the Isthmus and Catalina Island, and I'll take you on the ride. It looks like the same blue one we almost hit before. So sometimes you can't tell that it's moving. So there's actually no wake even when they move very slowly. But they could be moving 5 knots and you don't know it.
Below the corner, I didn't have a choice. I got beyond that corner. So when the first group, the other guy said, whatever you do, don't go in the bowl.
Okay, we got a problem. Our halyard got caught on the spreader.
Do me a favor, just tighten this up so I don't knock off.
Can you unlock the main?
Yeah, please.
There, we got it. Okay, we got it up.
People who live on the route, they rent out.
Actually, I've never seen it happen before. So the wind pushed the halyard over to the spreader and got caught on the spreader. And then it caused resistance on the winch. And when you hear resistance on the winch, you gotta stop because you don't know what's up. And then somebody saw that. We passed that ship now, so we don't have to worry about it. 5% in, and it's still pretty crappy conditions here. As you can see, no sun, still no wind, pretty flat water. And we're on a shelf, so you see some fishing boats. You know, the fish like to hang out on shelves. So it's like it goes from deep to shallow. So there's some boats around us here. Other than that, you can't see any land, you can't see anything. It's pretty peaceful. There's a huge group, huge pod of dolphins right there. There's so many of them. Hard to see. Wow, that must could be a couple dozen in there. They're headed towards us. Wow. Here we go. Here we go. Right in front of us. Whoa!
That's close. There must be some good eats there.
Squirrel Bank. That's why I was expecting this. Whoa, look at them jump. So the next threat is the traffic separation zone, and I don't see any ships coming either way here. So nothing at all. We're at the traffic separation zone and not a single thing. Okay, we can see the island.
We ended up getting to, I took a picture.
Look at the big swells. We're like in big swells and there's no wind. There's no wind. It's only like 2 knots of wind. And we're like swinging like crazy here. Very uncomfortable ride for no wind. Like 1 knot. The water's like glass, but the swells are huge. So we're about 5 miles away from the Isthmus, which is where we're going. Okay, let's rock and roll here. Look at this. Just so uncomfortable. Actually, it's easing up. There's some pretty big waves over there, so yeah. It's completely glassy water. So there's the Isthmus. You barely see it, but there it is right in front of us. And the sun is peeping out a little bit. Waves are easing up a little bit. I think we're being covered by the island a little bit, so from the swell direction. But it was pretty bad out there. It was like, I'd say 5-foot swells. It was pretty uncomfortable. There, the sun's coming out. You can see how it's just opening up right there where the Isthmus is, and it's cloudy everywhere else. It's pretty hard standing here. You feel like you're gonna get thrown off with these waves. We're almost there, and like the waves are still shaking us like crazy over here. We took our main down. We're ready to get a mooring. Okay, we're looking for our mooring assignment, which they say is B11. Somewhere in here. It's F right now? Where? Oh.
That's a C. You got a C over here.
Perfect, thanks very much.
This is C over here, bud.
Here it goes, here it goes.
That's C1. For that piece of hardware.
Got the dinghy all set up here. Wow, look at that blue water. It's beautiful. Okay. Okay. Time to head up. Look at the beach. Having an ice cream in Catalina. Very busy dinghy traffic. Yeah. Busy trying to get ourselves in and out of there. A lot of dinghies.
That's the thing you're gonna have to investigate. Okay, I gotta know. There are other.
We just hung around here all day, and then I'm gonna go back to the boat now and sleep. Maybe have a few drinks before we head off in the morning.
I'd rather be a Greece or somewhere.
Okay, we're getting kicked out, so we're moving out. Moving out early in the morning. Tight quarters, but no problem. Problem is some of those buoys are right in the middle of the way. Okay, we're hoisting the main. We're on our way. See you later, Isthmus. Shangri-La. Look at that. Just coming out. Just look at that blue. Just in that one spot. So we're motor sailing just to speed it up. But it's nice, you know, nice to have wind in the morning when you're going back. So coming from Marina del Rey, going here, there's never any wind, but going back, sometimes you get wind like right now, so this is good. So we shifted to code 0. So we're flying to code 0. And we're getting over 7 knots, so not bad. I wish it would just shift a little bit towards our direction. Right now we're headed towards Palos Verdes, which is not where we want to go. We're like 10 degrees off. But much better ride than yesterday, much better.
He gives them out to the rest of them. She always puts out everyone. My world part.
We're going like 8.3 knots. Let's see, yeah. 8.3 knots. It's like, whoa, very nice.
I had termites.
That code 0 is just amazing. So when the code 0 is up, just like such a dramatic change to the boat. Sun's peeking out. Summer over there. We're still moving at around 8 knots, 8.3 knots. Healing a little bit. This is so much fun. This is the fun part of sailing. It's when you're able to go fast. So right now we're kind of on a close reach, and we're headed towards land. And when we head towards land, the wind should shift, and we'll be going more on a broad reach, and that should be really, really fast. And we're still motor sailing. I mean, the motor isn't doing much. It's just, I just want to keep the speed consistent because there's holes. But the code 0 is really what's powering most of this. So just waiting for the wind shift. We're almost at the traffic separation zone. We're, I think, a mile away, and we got here so fast, and there's certainly nothing in the distance, and AIS doesn't show anything. So no traffic. Yep, don't see a thing here, nothing. Very nice. So many boats not on AIS. I see many boats over there, several over here. None of them are on AIS. So, but we're in the traffic separation zone, and at least at the traffic separation zone there are no boats. So we're in the traffic separation zone now, and I think that's about maybe 8 miles from the tip of that land there. We go to the left of it. We're not going there, but that's Palos Verdes, and we're gonna be going to the left of that. And this is like pretty average conditions actually for this area for this time of year, and the seas are in very good shape here. It's like very reasonable. So no big swells, your typical chop, not a big deal. There's still a boat coming at us from, looks like from Long Beach, and I'm worried about that one because it's not giving any AIS signal. So otherwise, nothing else nearby here. So we're gonna be maybe an hour from that point of land, and then hopefully that's when the wind shifts, because that's what I'm expecting, is for the wind to shift. Okay, there's the point of what is that? Palos Verdes. So we're gonna go inside the bay. We're gonna be inside the bay, I guess, in a few miles. Getting closer here. So we had to take our sails down because the wind is coming. Well, actually there's no wind. So when we got into the bay, the wind died, and we're just gonna have to do it on motor for a while. The wind usually starts up at 1 o'clock, and I think we'll be arriving by then. So I guess our sailing portion is short-lived.
And you meet people. Like we have this, someone say, oh, you might be joining us.
It's kind of aiming at us. I don't know why, but it's not going to catch up.
Different temperaments.
He can try.
Hey, why are they so close?
Exactly.
On cruiser like, he's got his fenders out.
Oh. We were following that boat and then it turned around. I wonder why.
There's a fin. Another fin.
So we're about an hour away from being home, and I can see a little bit of land. That's Redondo Beach. Can hardly see it, but it's there. And yeah, shooting for an hour to get there. It's about 9 more miles to go. Everything looks so far because we can't see land still. This marine layer is still sticking with us. Okay, Manhattan Beach. Can barely see it, but there it is. And far away. We still have an hour.
Alright, this is getting a little hairball there. It'd be nice to be veered away from us.
Look at that. That to me is such bad form. Look,
Yeah, he's
aiming at me here.
What are we doing here? Sitting down.
My gosh, it's coming so close. What an
Don't
idiot.
go down. Don't go down. He's going down.
Like bad form.
Asshole.
That's the kind of idiots you don't want. Can you imagine that? I mean, he came so close to me.
Brace.
Oh, and then look at what he does. Creates a big giant wake just so we can get to Catalina in 10 minutes. Assholes.
I was like, okay, which
My
way?
gosh.
Yeah, first of all, he went the wrong way. He went the wrong way.
No, but I mean, he was like,
No, he was right on us.
when you're going, we're going at, 7 knots. He's coming at 30 knots. I mean, if the gap closed down.
Except for the rules of the road, if you pass on starboard, and he passed us on the port.
Well, it's obviously an idiot.
But if we had broken,
Okay, don't be like that.
we could have broken the same way.
Anyway, a little bit of excitement there. Okay, so we're close to, this is where we usually see the tankers. There's no tanker right now. Okay, so now we can see at least. At least it cleared up a little bit. And we were a little bit misdirected by our navigation. We were headed in the wrong spot. So we look to be 4 miles away. Almost there. This is where you belong. Don't stay on our dock.
Hey, that band.
Don't hang out on our dock, hang out here. Oh, look at that baby one. Look at the tiny one. Oh, he looked at you. Oh, I'm mad at you now.
Oh, look at the little one.
Little ones, baby ones.
Yeah.
Look at that.
For tag. The tags or something? Oh yeah.
Baby sea. Oh my gosh, we have an overpopulation. This is gonna end up on our dock. You see, you see all these baby sea lions? They're gonna end up on my dock. They're gonna end up on my dock. There's like several there right now. Okay, we are. I can see the entrance. We're a mile or two away. Okay, there's the entrance. So we're a mile away, I think. Yes, and the sun always comes out when we're almost there. Okay, so we arrived. We're in the harbor. Thanks for joining us on our trip. See you guys later.